Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Kenny. Folks, it's a beautiful, partly cloudy day here, about 55, 60 degrees, and it's very nice. I'm standing right here in front of something I want to share with you and show you. I not only am a gardener, but I love to grow grapes. And I've got a good vine here that's about 3 or 4 years old, and I want to give you an idea of what they look like. Okay, so you just hang around and we're going to go right into this. Now these are my grapes. I want to show you what they look like, and these are ready for harvest. These are ready for harvest. These are red and black muscadines. Now, this vine here, like I said, is 3 to 4 years old. But this year is one of the smallest crops I've had on these because we had some severe frost, I'm sure you recall, back in early spring. And it kind of put big limitations on my vines. Now, these are wine grapes. I'm sure if you know anything about grapes at all, you know that they are wine grapes. These are muscadines. They're red and black. Now, folks, these are, you guessed it, totally organic. And that is a big plus for me. These are grown totally organic. I'm getting ready to harvest these. This is the last thing that I harvest is my grapes. I usually wait until the first frost, but we've not had any. It was 39 degrees the other night at 6 o'clock in the morning. Some of these are falling off. Now here's some reds. But these have not yet had any frost on them. So a good frost is actually good for them. It helps them to really get sweeter. And that's always a big plus. They get sweeter when the frost hits them. Now I'm on one end of this vine, and I'm going to show you all the way down to the other end of these. This is 50 foot, this vine is long. There's about 6 or 7 individual plants planted about 8 to 10 feet apart. Now the grapes on them are scattered. And when I say scattered, I mean the frost kind of put a great big gap in multiple places on them, because frost is the enemy of anything that grows. Now here I will show you underneath these. I did not, when I planted these, I did not put them up high enough off the ground, and I regret doing that because the vines become very heavy and very hard to manage, and these things will grow like kudzu. They will grow like kudzu, and the reason they're so hard to confine and to contain is because of the massive growth. They grow in various parts of the country, and they definitely will grow up trees. They'll climb up anything and everything. And right here, as I can show you underneath here, they're very difficult to pick when they're this low on the ground. And I'm going to try to get my grandsons to help me with them. But we're nearing the end of these down here. Right here is a spot where the frost really didn't, it really tore them up. They didn't have a chance much. Right here is some that are red. Now over here is a branch I'll show you in a moment. These are beautiful. They are super sweet. And yes, you guessed it, I'm going to make some wine from these. And that's another video altogether, but we got to harvest them first. Now over here, they're in a big flower bush, and just take a look at this. They are all over this flower bush. They're just like I said, they're very similar in growth to kudzu, and they will grow just as rapidly. They'll probably be maybe a couple of bushels off of this harvest of these grapes. So we will be doing probably at least one video of homemade wine. So let me go back up here and show you. If you're not familiar with muscadines, let me tell you, they are super hardy. Super hardy. And when they hit a real good, when they really have a good year and they hit with a good harvest, good yield, let me tell you, they're so thick, it's like, oh wow, unbelievable the amount of grapes that are on them. And I definitely love to grow these things. These here are grown right down on the bottom of the vine, a spot where the frost did not hit. But I'm getting ready to harvest these this week, probably this week. So let me go back up to the end up here. This is 50 feet long. This vine is 50 feet long. From end to end. Now, I've got some other grapes which are Concords, but they cannot remotely compare to the crop yield when it comes to the muscadine compared to the Concord. There's just no comparison there. These are bigger, better, sweeter, and of course far more juicier and just absolutely overall better grapes. All right, we are at the end of this little tour of my muscadine grapes. So I thought I would share this with you before that we pick them, which we are planning on picking them this week. Let me give you a final look at these. All right, we are at the end of the tour of these beautiful muscadine grapes. And folks, I've enjoyed bringing this to you. If you like this and you like muscadine grapes, do us a favor and give us a thumbs up. We would appreciate it so much. And while you're at it, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And as always, you have a wonderful, blessed day. And we will talk to you later.